So to make the dragon skin, you're going to need to have a paper in this ratio 1 to 2. So in other words, you're going to have a square sheet of paper, but split in half. So I'm just going to split this paper in half right now. And I'll be using a 10 by 20 sheet of paper. But you guys can, if you're good enough at small folds, you can use any of the size pretty much. So I'll just rip this in half. And so now I'll have 2 of these. You only need 1 of them for the dragon skin. So I have this. So a lot of this origami will be pre-folding, so the main part of this first half will just be pre-folding. So I'll just get into it. So you're going to do this, and then fold it across the other way. So then you have this parallelogram shape. Open up these 2 flaps you just made, and then fold it in half. So now we're just going to want to make an X on from here and here. So I will do that. And then you have this. And the reason I'm taking so long to do these like small folds is because you have to make all these really sharp. And of course, the sharper the pre-folds are, the better the end product will look. So just run through all those folds that you just made one more time. And then now you should have this. So you should just have 2 X's with a line in the middle. So now you're gonna have to make a fold here, 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 and here. And then do the same thing on this other square. And of course you don't have to draw this pencil lines, I'm just using it for demonstration. So you put this down like this, the other side. Open it up, do the same thing with this. And then as you can see, this line runs all the way from the top down to here, and same thing with this. So you can just fold that across that line. And then you can verify that by seeing how these 2 line up at the front here. Then you should have this. So now, here comes the long part. You're gonna have to do the same thing, but, well, not really the same thing, but you basically just have to here, 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 here. So you see how you made these squares right here, in other words, and so basically you're just gonna split them in half. So I'll demonstrate. And then, so I have this corner here. I basically split it in half with this line, a bisector. So now I have this. I'm going to split it in half by doing this. And I apologize for lack of better words. So you're just going to keep on going down the page and folding each of those squares in half. And then once you get here, you just fold this little triangle up like that. So I'm just going to draw some lines over these folds that I just made so that it's easier to see. So now you should have these folds across and then these folds on the side. So now that we've made these folds going this way, we're going to do the same thing but going this way. So as you saw in the time lapse, I did the lines this way, and I went over in pencil so you can see what it has to do. So make sure that you have all of these down and make sure that they're all creased hard. I advise going over them one more time, like just lightly going over all of these folds, so they're all nice and neat, and it'll be better in the end. So you won't regret it if you go over these again. So now here comes the long part. Yes, I know it's bad, but this is what you're gonna have to do if you want to make these dragon scales. So you have to you see how you made squares? You're gonna have to do the same thing again, but make the squares in fourths. So what I mean is, you probably understand this, but so you're just gonna have to keep on going through and making accordion folds all the way across so that each of the squares are once again divided in half. So as you can see, I'm just gonna keep on going through it like that, and eventually I will get to the point where all these squares are split into fourths. So I will time lapse this part because this will admittedly take a while. So now we get to the part where we're actually gonna form the scales. And this part will be tricky, so remember to pay attention and be patient. So flip it over, and then find this top part right over here. So it's not in the center, it's more off on the left side. So it's gonna be one of these little triangles area. It should be like this. There should be like a small triangle that looks like that on the top. And that should be like the entire thickness of this. So you're gonna have this, and then on the sides, you have these two things. So do that, but don't fold it on this line. Fold like a small gap in the middle and then fold it up. And then you have this. So then do the same thing with this. So fold this small thing in the middle before you do that. So then you have this. I'll bring it up to the screen so you can just count up if you've gotten it right. So there should be 1, 2, 3 spaces on this side, and there should only be 1, 2 spaces on this side. And then you're going to take this bottom part right here, this line, which you're going to have to form. You're going to have to pinch it right here, and then you have to fold along this line, this line, this line, this line, and that line. So you're gonna have to fold along all of those 5 lines at once. So let me demonstrate. You pinch right here, you fold down on this one. Sorry, this one just popped up. Let me fix it. And then you fold down on this one. You fold down on this one, and then you fold down on that one at the last. So do that. Do that one. And then it should do this, so then just press that down. Then you should have something that looks like this. So hopefully you have that. Then you flip that over. So then you're on the white side again, if you're using like a 2-colored paper. And then you're going to find this line here, which you pinch. So then you have these 2 lines on the outside, like that, then like that. So just like you did on the other side, you make a pinch, you do this, but there is one major difference. Instead of going downwards with these ones on the side, you go upwards. So you pinch it, these go upwards, not down, upwards. And then once again, you just pinch it and then make it go down like that. So make sure that you press it all down so that it stays there, and flip it over. And then you should have something that looks like this. So I'll just do another one just for your benefit. So you pinch right here. You just embroider these lines on the side till they pop up. And then this one at the bottom. So then you're just going to just ease this down. And so these ones, remember, they don't fold across this line. They fold, like, you have to make a fold across here that's in the middle. So see, I'm making a fold in the middle right there. That's really tiny. I do the same thing on this side. Right here, right here, right here. And then just, they have to all come together at the same time for the fold to work. And at these top ones as well, you have to fold halfway down. Not all the way on the line that you've made before. So just kind of ease them all together so that they all come together at this certain middle pinch point, and then press it down. So it should look like this. And then you're just going to keep on repeating this design and keep on going downward. So I'll time-lapse this part because it will take a while. So you just have to keep on repeating the design that I showed you and just keep on working your way down, and then by the end of that you should have made the dragon. So I'll time-lapse the rest of the part because I think you guys understand. So if you did all the steps correctly, you should have ended up with this piece of dragon skin. And it looks super awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you watch the next one.